Hey guys, Joe here, back to the Word today with a short book review of this work right here, Grace from Heaven, Prayers of the Reformation, put together and edited by Robert Elmer and published by Lexham Press in August of 2024. I've been using this over the summer for my devotions and want to share this resource with you guys, available now wherever books are sold. This is Back to the Word. My channel exists to equip and encourage you to read the Bible, good books, and have conversations that truly matter. Like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this and help others find great books and resources like this and be encouraged in their reading of God's Word. So, about this resource and really a family of resources that I'll get into later on in this video. But first up, this edition, the newest one on prayers from the era and church history of the Reformation. So, who is this work or these works for? It's for anyone who wants to inspire and encourage and equip themselves to be inspired by prayers of saints of the past, to see their theology, to see their passion, and to be encouraged in their own prayer lives. I know personally for me, prayer is one of the things that I struggled the most with. And so I love having a resource like this, like Valley of Vision, some other prayer type of things I've used to help me get into prayer. Not really that it's a rote thing that I go through and then I pray those prayers, but it encourages me to spend time in the Lord. It inspires me to pour out my heart to God. And these are just helpful tools to show you and inspire you and encourage you from prayers of saints in the past. And so really enjoyed using this over the summer and totally encourage it to those who want some help and want some time focused on their prayer life, in their devotions, in their life, or just to sit back and meditate on these things. So, second, who wrote it? So it's really, the editor is Robert Elmer. I don't know much about him, but he's done this whole series of books on different prayers from different eras of history, wrote over 50 books. He's done a great job, and he's given us some great tools that I'm going to talk about in a moment in these works for us to use in our prayer life, in our ministry preparation, in our daily walk with God. So, what stands out section of this video? First off, the layout. I'm super encouraged by this. That's why I have all the versions in the series so far. I love they're broken up by topics. So prayers of adoration, prayers of obedience, prayers of this, prayers of that, prayers of the morning, evening, mealtime, communion, the Lord's Supper. You can find it in here easy in the table of contents. You also can go to the back. He has an author index, so you can say, I want to see prayers by John Calvin. Maybe I'm reading a commentary by John Calvin, and I want to see some of his prayers. You can do it that way. You can look through others, maybe thinking about who's in here, like Miles Coverdale is in here. Talk through Thomas Cranmer is in here. Just so many, Martin Luther's in here, John Knox is in here. Just you can go straight to that person, see all the prayers that are in this book, what page number they're on. I'm thankful for the subject/author index. One of my other favorite features of this series is he has included biographies for each person that's included in each book. And that is worth, in my opinion, the price of the book for me. So if it's either just someone on YouTube talking about a certain person from church history, some person we should read, say Thomas Aquinas, or like you hear some people talk about Gregory the Great or Augustine, or maybe someone like Erasmus, or just different people. You can go see if he's written a biography of them. And I have found it to be even much helpful, better, and more updated and better than like Wikipedia or what you can even find online. It'll talk about some of their best works, things that people talk about them, where you should read them, and just those things in general. I'm also encouraged that he talks about at the very beginning that his goal is not to have us pray these prayers as our prayers to God, but that these prayers would encourage us to pray to God and to have personal daily prayer lives. He talks in the very beginning and the introduction of each of his works, including this one, where the sources came. He said the authors in the Reformation, he said most of these prayers are all from the end of sermons. that were published or written down. They're from the ends of commentaries or letters or personal addresses. They were not easy to curate and pull together. And so here he has done the work of pulling them together in one beautifully bound volume from Lexham Press with a ribbon marker as well that you can help mark where you're going through. And so, I'll talk about the biographies and the historical work he's done, the sources he's quoted, and how much of an easy access resource this is. I think this is a no-brainer. It's beautifully published by Lexham Press. Wherever books are sold, you should be checking it out and thinking about adding it to your library. So time right there for the review, short review. I do want to finish up by talking about the other ones in the series. So this is the most recent one, Prayers of the Reformation, published by Lexham Press, the red volume there. I got on this train early. The first one he put out that I'm aware of was this one, Piercing Heaven, Prayers of the Puritans. So an era of history, the Puritans. I have the first edition or so that came out. It does not have a ribbon marker. I believe they have since printed it with a ribbon marker. So if you know the answer to that, you can put that in the description. The biographies and the works cited were separated in this volume. He puts them in the same kind of table of contents index here next to each other. They're separated in this, but it contains both biography section and a sources quoted for each person in here. So I'm thankful for this edition. This was published in 2019, and so I think they have one now. I've seen it with a ribbon marker, so that's worth checking out. His second one was done in 2022. It's the Fount of Heaven, or Fount of Heaven, Prayers of the Early Church. So you're talking about Athanasius, Augustine, John Chrysostom, Golden Mouth. You're talking about all of those figures from early church history, included most of them in here in prayers. Really enjoyed this one. This one has a ribbon marker. I didn't pull it out. And for its table of contents, it puts the biographies and sources quoted in the same index. So excellent introduction. All of them based on broken up by topic. Excellent family of resources right here. So early church, Fount of Heaven, period of the Reformation, Grace from Heaven, and then Piercing Heaven, the Puritans right here. All excellent resources from Lexham Press. Check them out. May they enrich your prayer life and encourage you as you follow the Word and get back into God's Word on a daily basis. So with that, like, subscribe. You know what to do if you love this content and you want to see more like it. Comment below if you have questions, insights, things that you've learned. I would also love to hear from you guys. What is your favorite prayer help with your devotions? Would love to hear about it in the comments as well. So until next time, continue to read, treasure, follow the Word. God bless, and I'll see you guys soon.